Noah, and today we're going to be learning all about protein. All right, so you may have heard about protein before, and that's because protein is very important for your body. But what exactly is protein? So, protein is a large molecule made up of smaller parts called amino acids. And amino acids are very important building blocks for different parts of your body. Protein is one of the four macronutrients that is needed for your body to grow and function. A macronutrient is a type of food that is required in large amounts in your diet to keep your body functioning the way it's supposed to. So as you can see by this little diagram, in the bottom right corner in the orange, you can see how much protein is actually needed in your diet, and that takes up a large portion of what you eat. So now that you know a little bit about what protein is, can you think of any sources of protein that you know of? If you can, and you can think of multiple, you might want to think about your favorite source of protein. And after thinking for a second, you may have come up with something like chicken, steak, fish, or maybe even a burger or bacon. But did you know that there are other sources of protein that aren't meat as well? These sources of protein are things like nuts. So peanuts, almonds, walnuts, cashews, pistachios, those also have protein. Along with that, peanut butter and almond butter have a lot of protein as well. So if you have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that actually has a lot of protein in it. Dairy products also have a lot of protein. So when you drink milk, eat yogurt, or eat cheese, you're also consuming a lot of protein. Eggs are a great source of protein as well. And so are legumes, which are beans, lentils, and peas. So why exactly is protein important? Protein is an important building block for a couple parts of your body. It's important in building your bones, your muscle, your cartilage, which is like the top of your ear, and your skin. Your body also uses protein to repair damaged muscle and tissue. So when you get hurt, protein helps to fix that. So today we're going to be growing our own bean plant so we can have a source of protein growing in our house, which is really cool. We're going to walk through the steps before we do it, and then we'll get to making our own protein. So first, we're going to get a sheet of paper towel and we're going to get it wet and we're going to wring it out so it's damp. And then we're going to put it inside of a cup. After that, we're going to place the beans on the outside of the paper towel, but still inside the cup. If you would like, you can name your bean plant and take it home with you. Just make sure your bean plant is getting enough sunlight so it can grow. So what is this going to look like? Well, today it's going to look like this first picture. You're going to put it in your cup along with your paper towel, and it's going to be on the outside like that, but it's not going to have grown at all yet. After a couple days in the damp paper towel and the sunlight, it's going to start sprouting, and as it continues to grow, it will eventually look like this. And once it looks like this, you can see the roots and such. You might want to move it into a pot with soil so it can continue to grow and create beans. All right, so this is the cup that I will be using today. I have my cup, my damp paper towel, and my beans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper towel and crumple it up a little bit like this and put it inside the cup. And once you do that, you can take your bean and begin placing it on the outside of that paper towel. As you can see, it's right here. And once you have your beans in, that's all you have to do for now. And you can put it in the sun and watch it grow. You're gonna wanna keep your paper towel damp so that the beans can get moisture and water, but they don't need too much water. You don't wanna drown it, and it will begin to grow. So now that we have our beans all ready to start growing, we can set that to the side. And you all will have received a paper that looks like this. It's going to say life cycle of a bean plant in the bottom right corner. And this is actually going to be our booklet to show the steps of what our bean plant is going through. So to make it into a booklet, we're going to fold it hot dog style and make sure that the life cycle of a bean plant is on the outside, and then we are going to fold it hamburger style so that this front page is facing outward. And you'll be able to flip through your book to see the stages of a bean plant. And you all are going to be able to color your bean plant however you would like, color your booklet, and keep it with you so that you can watch your bean plant grow and know where it's at in its life cycle. So as you can see, at first we're going to have a small bean, which we do, and we're going to put it in, it says we're going to put it in soil and water, but we put it in a paper towel, which will work the same, but you might want to move it over to soil once it begins to grow. Next, a small root is going to grow out of the bean. It's going to look like that. You'll be able to see it in your cup, which is pretty cool. And then the stem, the leaves, and the flowers will start to grow out of the bean as well. Lastly, the flowers will become pods that will be filled with the beans that you will be able to eat. You can cook them however you'd like, and it may not grow as many beans as you want, but you could go to the store, grab some beans from the store, and then also use the beans from your bean plant as well. So once your bean plant is ready, or even before it's ready, if you want to go to the store and grab some beans, I have a recipe for lima bean hummus that you can try to make at home, and it's delicious. Okay, so here's the recipe that you'll be able to take home with you. As you can see, it needs a lot of lima beans, so you might not be able to use um, your bean plant and get all of the beans that you need, but you can definitely use the beans from your bean plant and use them in addition to some beans that you get from the store. The steps to making it are relatively easy. You'll just add everything into a blender and blend it together. And your hummus is going to be delicious with broccoli and cauliflower, cucumbers, carrots, bell peppers, chips, and crackers. All right, everyone, so that's all I have for you today. Enjoy watching your bean plant grow, and remember to keep eating your protein. Bye.